What's up, everybody? Welcome to 3D Rivals, the podcast that's your first line of defense against stupid movies. My name is DJ, and as always, I'm joined by my co-host, my sister, Dana.
Hey.
My brother, Derek.
Hey, what's up, everybody?
And our friend, Dan.
What's going on?
And this week, we're going to be talking about the Minority Report. That's Tom Cruise movies that came out in the early 2000. Was it 2002?
2002, yes.
2002. Maybe I should start writing this stuff down. Minority Report from 2002. And we're going to review it. This is actually my first time seeing it. I did not watch it before now. So we're going to see how it holds up in 2020. So as always, we start off by asking Derek, what was the story?
It was about a special police unit in the future is able to arrest people who commit murders, crimes before it actually happens. And main character is framed or, well, shown killing or murdering someone, and he has to prove that he's not going to do it, and he's trying to figure out if someone is setting him up.
Wow, he actually did that in less than 30 seconds.
I know. I'm proud right now.
Applause.
Job, Derek.
Applause.
Whatever. You guys suck.
All right. I mean, this was interesting. It's an interesting premise. But I think like this question has been brought up in a few different movies. One being, can you really charge somebody for a crime they did not commit?
Yeah, that's one of the things I was.
It's a definite no, right? Because you can always change your mind. Even if there's like at the last second, you'd be like, you know what? I don't have to do this. And I think they even showed it in the movie that you have free will. So you can't say this person's going to kill someone because they can always choose not to do it.
Mm-hmm. Now, I think throughout the movie, because so there's kids. Everyone's seen this. Whatever. The precogs, they were not wrong throughout the entire movie and to the very end of the movie, right?
Right.
I wouldn't even say that they necessarily was wrong, because their vision of the future still happened. Like, I rewatched the end and showed guy firing the gun, but it still never showed anybody who died.
Is it murder if you kill yourself?
That was the question in the very beginning of the movie.
No, and I mean that Leo guy is definitely dead. But I think it's that like Agatha, when they were in the room, she was like, you still have a choice. And I think that's what it is that he actually decided that I'm not going to kill this guy.
Yeah.
That's kind of the thing. Like, you still have a choice. Like, even though everything he did led up to him to be in that exact same spot at the time she said he would be there, he still had a choice not to do it.
But the guy still died, though.
Yeah, and that was like self-defense or suicide, whichever one.
Yeah, but the thing is that can't say that they're wrong. They were still correct. It's just you cannot cannot say that someone is going to do something. They can change it. Cannot change is the person still dying.
Yeah. Well, another problem I saw with the whole premise is, especially with our main character, the whole existence of the pre-crime unit created a problem because he would never have gone out to find this Leo guy or whatever if he wasn't in pre-crime. He saw himself kill the guy, and that's what led him on the path towards actually killing him.
Right.
So it's a kind of a paradox. So it's kind of like without pre-crime, he would not be a murderer. So how many other people it's like that?
That's true. It like the whole thing was like it set him up to on this certain thing. Although honestly, if I was him, like I would have just like chilled out. You know what I mean? Chill out for 36 hours or however long they said it was going to be.
Yeah.
And he can't commit the crime.
Yeah, especially like, okay, if you got to he got to the hotel, right? Okay, even if you got all the way there and you're looking at your watch, like, I killed this guy in 5 minutes. You couldn't chill out at the bottom of the lobby for 5 minutes just to make sure that future they foretold didn't come true.
That's what I would have did.
Well, and the girl kept on saying to him, you know, you don't have to go. You don't have to go. Turn around.
That was the kind of thing. He's like, no, I have to. And I'm like, dude, you would solve the whole problem if you don't go there. If you don't show up in a room, you can't. You know what I mean? You can't murder a guy if you're never in the room. Yeah. So he could have avoided the whole thing.
Yeah. Like, that was the deal. I'm like, man. Another thing I have to say about this movie, I guess I should wait till we get to nitpicks, but I hope cars never look like that in the future. Why?
Oh, yeah.
Why?
He actually went to Lexus and said, hey, design us a future car. And that's what Lexus came up with.
I was like, really? Lexus?
Yeah.
That ain't real life.
Disgusting.
Like, whew. See, this is why I don't drive a Lexus.
Can y'all see, like, basically a lot of the stuff that was going on in the movie do in real life now? Like, walk in, TV come on, lights come on. All you say is one word commands.
I always find it funny in like movies that is set in the future, how much stuff they get wrong. Like the guy told him to go to Radio Shack, and it's like, yeah, Radio Shack.
Knows a Radio
That's
Shack
because back in 2002, Radio Shack was like one of the best stores you can go to for electronics and technology.
Right. If you need something, you go to Radio Shack. Now I go to Micro Center.
Yeah, 2054. That's not too far off. I mean, 30 years.
Oh, God. Yeah. I'm like dead or something.
Nope, you won't be. Well, you might not be.
You would be 60 something.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ooh, man.
I know. Oh.
Oof. Yeah, I don't know. It's funny about that, but I guess we should get back on that when we get to nitpick picks. What did you guys like about the movie?
It was entertaining, I guess.
Okay.
I really liked the movie. I liked it.
Cool beans.
Yeah, I liked it. What would I say? It was like it kept my attention, like every now and again, but sometimes it got like kind of boring, and I like looked away, or like it just lost my interest for a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think
scene with the creator, or the lady that was experimenting on the children.
Plant lady.
That was weird. Yeah, I thought that was weird.
I'm like, so you created living plants?
Yeah, them plants was moving in there. Yeah, that was weird.
Yeah, weird plant. Ugh.
I'm like, how did you create moving plants?
I don't know. She's poison ivy, apparently.
Right.
She was weird.
She was weird.
Yeah, definitely weird.
I don't like this thing.
And then, like, if you knew who he was, why did you sit there and poison him? And then, like, oh, you're dying.
It was so weird. And then she, like, kissed him for no reason. I'm like, you can
I didn't get that part either.
I was just like, okay.
What is
I was going to ask you guys about that part. Like, what was the point of the kiss? Like, what?
Obviously, she just wanted to get some with Tom Cruise, I guess.
Nasty fantasy or whatever she had going on. It was disgusting. I almost didn't finish my food.
All right.
And can we also say that there really wasn't no Minority Report?
No, there is. It just wasn't one on him.
Yeah, not on him.
Yeah, he didn't have one.
Okay.
Well, now, wait. So the Minority Report is when there isn't actually a murder?
The Minority Report is if the precogs disagree on something. So two will show a murder one way, and then another one will show the murder a different way. So she's the Minority Report because she's the only one who saw it differently. And her recording is the Minority Report of that.
So I think technically he did have a Minority Report. I think his Minority Report is what actually happened.
Oh, but remember, Agatha said he didn't have one.
Right. So because he didn't, and it wasn't a murder, it was a suicide. So they didn't see it because they only see murders.
Right.
Okay.
Okay. So that's what he's talking about.
Yeah,
He was crying about that. I don't have one.
so now he's like, I really am a
All
murderer.
this and you ain't even got one.
Well, that's got to be kind of weird. It's got to be kind of weird, if you think about it. Like, you're sitting here, you're in the police station, and it's like, okay, who's the next murderer? And it's like, it's you. And to someone you've never even heard of, and you'd be like, what? Why would I murder that person? And then it's like it was premeditated because it came 4 days early.
Yeah.
I mean, no, absolutely. It is kind of like, oh, wait, like, and I mean, get it. He's like, I would never kill anybody.
Especially somebody that I don't know.
Yeah.
Right. He's like, I don't even know who that guy is.
And how can I premeditate somebody killing someone I didn't know? The funny thing is, it was premeditated, just not by him. Which is weird, but I guess it still makes sense. Yeah.
It's definitely weird.
Yeah, because I guess if the guy planned to have him go there and see that his son, quote unquote, was kidnapped by the Leo guy, then that becomes a premeditated. Not by our law, but yeah.
Thing. He set it up, so it was like this old dude. Well, I guess should we say, because we're saying this old man. Apparently, the guy who created Crime, Lamar Burgess, I think was his name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He, Tom Cruise had just discovered basically that there were minority reports, so that the precogs wasn't as perfect as everyone thought they were. So he came up with this plan to pretty much get rid of Tom Cruise by saying that Tom Cruise is going to commit a murder, and he set the whole thing up by basically creating this series of events that gets Tom Cruise into this guy's apartment by saying that this guy had kidnapped and killed your son, even though he didn't. He just got paid to say he did, so Tom Cruise could kill him in quotation marks.
Yeah.
Just to save the pre-crime vision.
Which is
ridiculous. But,
although, I have to say he was smart in his, because they brought out his earlier murder, right? He killed the precog's mother. That I
also
mean,
to save his. I'm like, dude, like that's like his whole motivation in life.
Right.
It's basically he did the same thing. He set up a murder that didn't really happen, so he can go around and kill her in the same way. And they caught the guy who didn't really kill her, but it looked like he did, so he could eat his pre-crime stuff. The girl, because the lady wanted her daughter back.
Right. The lady in the water.
And it wasn't complete out the three of them.
They needed her.
Yeah.
Oh.
And can I say that I don't like Colin Farrell in any movie he's in?
Yes.
Oh man, I do not like him in any movie.
He's not a good actor.
Wait, what do you mean you don't like him? You just don't like he what?
He's not a good actor, and he brought zero to that role.
None.
So he played what, Dan Whitwer? I think I'm probably mispronouncing that last name.
Colin Farrell.
Yeah. No, he was like the federal agent who's like, investigating this thing, and then it's like he was like a giant red herring, basically.
Right.
It's like you think he's the one, and I'm like, to me, it didn't make any sense. Like, why would he be setting up Tom Cruise? That made zero sense.
No, because the federal government wanted to use the program, right? So why would you set him up? You don't want to sabotage it.
Right. So, I mean, the worst thing that can happen is for this division-owned cops to commit a murder. I don't want that to happen. So basically, they set it up to make it think like Colin Farrell was the one who had set him up for murder because he wanted to take it over, blah, blah, blah. But it made no sense. And then you discover at the end it was really the old guy. But that character was so badly developed. It was just, I would rather he wasn't even in the movie. Horrible.
Yeah. Or they did something else. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Well, I was going to say, or they did something else with his character. Like,
Yeah.
Just killing them when they did, I thought was like, okay, because there was kind of no point. It just turned around. He's like, oh, I figured out that this was weird, and that obviously somebody else had to set him up because he's supposed to be a smart detective. Fine, right? And then you just killed him, and he was like, okay, so that was pointless because he didn't get a chance to tell anybody or whatever. It was just you told the audience that, oh, he's a good guy. Now he's dead.
Yeah. Yeah, it was like so random. It was like that all happened and within 5 minutes. He was like, "Oh, I know what happened. He's dead." Like, what?
Like, no, you don't.
Yeah. Oh, let's talk the chase scene.
Which one?
Oh, you mean what we were talking about earlier?
Yeah. Well, wait. When they first did Colin Farrell get involved when they first tried to arrest him?
No. No. That was just all the cops in the hover.
Yeah. I don't think Colin Farrell was in that one.
Okay, so let's talk about the two different ones. One, Lord, when the cops are confronting him.
In the alley?
Yes.
Is that not the dumbest? I'm like, ugh.
Oh, that's a horrible action scene.
Horrible
So
action
bad.
sequence.
Like, it wasn't
They
even
made
action.
no
Like,
sense.
This don't even look like action. It doesn't look like action.
Then I'm like, honestly, do you guys realize you could get this guy if you took off your hover pack?
Yeah.
It made no sense. Then how come he has a gun but no one else had a gun? Why you had to be like a foot away from him with this little proddy pokey thing? Like, no. Like you could shoot a taser at somebody.
And he poked the one dude and he threw up on the other guy.
Yeah, because he poked him in the throat or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which actually doesn't make sense. Wouldn't tasing him in the stomach make you throw up? Why tasing you in the neck make you throw up?
I don't know. Maybe it was just high voltage is what makes him throw up. I don't know.
Mm.
Yeah, I don't know.
It was just
That was weird. Also, there's a reason why jetpacks aren't a thing. Okay, I was like, those are so bad. It's horrible.
So bad.
It was so this is so impractical, man. Like y'all cannot do anything.
right. Like they was not helping. It was literally making everything worse.
I feel like someone at the pre-crime division just sat down and was like, you know, what'd be cool? Jetpacks. Let's.
It was like, what can we have to make us not be able to catch a criminal?
Yeah.
Jetpacks and cattle prods.
Then, I mean, burning up the people's house and everything.
Right.
Yeah. I'm like, okay, I get that you already talk about privacy laws by arresting someone who's going to commit a crime, but now you can just run into people's houses with like a warrant, no nothing. I'm like, do this now?
Yeah. Hey, isn't that whole arresting someone before or stopping a crime before it happens? Is that part of the premise of the Winter Soldier?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, because they were saying that they can be able to detect who was going to be members of Hydra before they know they were going to be members of Hydra.
Right.
Yes, that is what I also thought of. Yeah.
Yeah. See, that's always the thing. People always want to do time travel, blah, blah, blah. Here's the thing. The future can be anything. Like, it's always changing. Any chain of events can become anything. So, like, how can you blame someone before they do anything?
Change one small thing and it will affect a huge wave
Yeah.
in the future.
Now, the first crime they stopped, that you could have got him on attempted murder, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he was, yeah.
He was like right about this. Like,
That's fine. I was like, why didn't they use the program just to stop the crimes? Maybe go to him and try to stop the person from committing murder instead of arresting them and putting them in a hole. Like, that's what's ridiculous about it. They didn't kill someone.
It was like no due process.
Stop the crime. Yeah, you stop the crime. So like, if the crime's not committed, what do you charge them with?
Yeah.
Right, they're still charging them with murder. There's no due process, and they end up in like a coma forever. I was like, yo, like no get out of jail in 10 years type deal.
Yeah.
They're just done.
Even real murderers get out sooner than that.
I know.
Yeah. You're not on good behavior. Like, what? a murderer just on good behavior, and now they just out here free to murder. It's just weird. But yeah, like I said, if you ain't committed a crime, then like what you gonna arrest them and charge them with? Like what?
They
what
charge them as if they committed a crime, even though they stopped the crime from happening. It's very weird.
Very weird. Like
it is weird. Like you said, if they're not at the moment of attempting the crime, then there is no crime.
Right, like you said, the guy in the beginning, okay, you get him for attempted murder. I don't know what you get for attempted murder, 10 years or something, I guess.
Something.
I have no idea. Something. Yeah, I guess it depends on, like, I guess a lot of stuff. But
I guess if it's premeditated, you can get them on a conspiracy to commit.
It wasn't premeditated.
No, he wasn't.
Maybe it was.
I'm saying if someone no, it wasn't premeditated.
Yeah, I mean, he sat there. Mean person drunk water.
he grabbed the scissors, like watched her go up the stairs. Like at any point, dude.
Listen to them while they was in the shower. I like, okay, dude.
I think it wasn't premeditated because it was at that moment. Like he knew that she was going to cheat on him that day, and he kind of put two and two together that morning. So. Yeah.
That's why he never went to work.
Yeah.
Oh, he didn't have to go upstairs with scissors, though.
No. That's why he goes to jail for attempted murder.
You know how blind I am without my glasses.
Oh, that's weird.
Oh, can we talk about the scene of him getting new eyes?
Oh my god!
Am I the only one who was freaked out by them not washing their hands?
I was almost done. I was about
to like coronavirus.
I was like, no one is washing their hands. Can we not?
And I mean, like, took the snot from his nose and threw it on the floor. I'm like,
that's so disgusting.
And like a whole gallon of snot comes out his nose. He just wiped like it's nothing.
Right, like nothing. It's like, I'm about to operate on your eyes now. No, you not.
Like, oh, don't worry about it. It's nothing. I'm like, what? You still ain't wash your hands, bro. I don't care.
Hey, then time I'm gonna like load you up with antibiotics. I'm like, that only kills bacteria. What about the virus you have?
Yeah.
Right. And then the lady just used the bathroom and come out.
Yeah.
Gross. That whole scene was making me so angry.
And then they tricked him by putting a fresh food in with a moldy one and good milk in with the bad milk.
Yeah.
Because they knew he was going to be blind.
That's a nice looking sandwich there. And then he went for it. I'm like, no.
I don't know, but wouldn't it feel fuzzy or something? Or smell
I
or
would
something?
think that it feel like dry or hard or something like that.
But it had to feel gross.
I mean, he took some big bites into that sandwich.
He took a big old bite of that. Then he took a big gulp of that milk.
Man, that milk is green, dude.
All wrong, man.
I'm like, wait, does milk turn green?
I
know it gets lumpy, but does it turn green?
I don't know, but that was disgusting.
Give it long enough, I don't know.
Oh, that scene was just so bad. Oh, that scene was so bad.
Like he was so close to that good sandwich, and that sandwich looked so good. I'm like, oh, he about to get it. But he went up a shelf. From there, it just went downhill, man. I was like,
he had a good idea hiding in the ice bath. I mean,
yeah,
that was it.
It didn't work.
But I'm like, they really heard that little bubble pop though. I'm like, they really heard that.
I guess they're smart, I guess.
Oh, well, and then why would you go back for that, though? Like, I mean, houses make noise in general, so...
Yeah, but why would there be a bubble if no one's in the room?
Somebody
go back and look.
Somebody left water in and the bubble came from the pipe.
Nah, boy, nah. Don't try to justify that, nah.
All right, I want to talk about the chase in the Lexus factory, okay?
Oh, yeah. Oh, my goodness.
Holy. So, first of all, since when do police just, let someone die? Like, when he goes in and he's in the little assembly line, right? Who is not stopping the line?
Dude, I was thinking the same thing. I'm like, just turn it off. Like, just turn it off. It made no sense.
You don't let someone get crushed in the assembly line.
Cars done by 3. Yeah, his car's done by 3, man. We ain't got nothing.
Oh my God.
That was so weird to me. I was thinking the same thing. Like,
they're like, oh, he's in it.
Another thing about that scene I thought was dumb. Right, you saw he was in the car. You stopped. Then when the car pulls off, you start running after it.
Then you start running again. Yeah.
Could have left the car outside.
You idiot. Freaking idiot.
Also, you can just drive a car off the assembly line like that? All right.
I was like, so they finished the car and he just drove away. I was like, is that how assembly lines work? Do I need to take a visit to GM to be like, is that how that work?
I guess
Just paint the truck and it's ready to go?
I was like, no GPS? I was like, it's 2002.
Oh yeah, I was thinking that. I'm like, there definitely has to be a tracker in the car, right?
But it's the future. I felt like they would have thought about that, right? They thought about the eye scan and all of that, and they didn't think of GPS.
Hey yo,
I wasn't using GPS back then.
Dropped the ball on that one.
Someone dropped the ball on that.
Yeah, right. They're using retinal scanning and all that, but they ain't using GPS. Okay.
I mean, watching it back in 2002, you wouldn't even thought about tracking the car.
true.
You wouldn't?
Oh,
But my thing is like all the
all that
technology they
other
had was they
technology.
could track him wherever he went, basically, and not be able to
He
track
hopped in
the
the
car.
Oh, he disappeared.
Remember
Hopped
when
in
he
the car, disappeared.
escaped and he was on that moving highway thing, they stopped his car.
Yeah.
Oh,
sure. That's true.
like you should be able to track a car. I don't know. This is a car that just came off the assembly line. That should be easy to find.
Right.
I agree.
Also, yeah, let's let retinal scanning not ever be a thing, China. Just saying, don't do this.
Oh, they're already working on stuff like that anyways, ain't they?
Look, no.
Yeah, I'm sure they are.
That makes me feel uncomfortable. I don't need ads catered to me while I'm living.
Hey, that was throwing me off so many times. It was just like, hey, John.
I'm like, nah, dude. Mm-mm.
I mean, basically, don't they already do that every time you turn on your phone or whatever?
Yeah, yeah.
You look up one thing and it's like, are you still interested
Yeah,
in
they
these
go on,
shoes? No.
You go on like Facebook or Instagram or something, and all of a sudden you got ads on there about stuff that you just looked at on the internet. I'm like, what the heck? How do you know? Facebook be watching your stuff though. Check y'all ain't know.
Yeah. Of course, we know that. But see, that's the thing. That's on my computer and stuff. When I step away from electronics and I go into the store, I don't want ads popping up in front of me. Like, hey, Darren, don't you want this? No.
You still interested in those jeans?
No, that's why I didn't buy them.
Right. Well, I'm interested. I'll buy it. If not, I won't buy it. Leave me alone.
Yeah, dude. It's bad enough Google already knows everywhere I've been.
Right. It's funny because in the month of April, Google was like, yeah, you didn't go anywhere.
Yeah, did they send that thing out now?
Yeah.
I'm like, what? They're like, you've been in 3 cities.
Okay.
Yes, the 3 surrounding cities. Thank you.
Yeah. I've been to one place, the Cheesecake Factory.
Nice.
For a cheesecake or just
Nah, food. I don't eat cheesecake. Regular food.
I'm like, man,
okay.
that's just like them. Like, we're watching you. Like, okay,
I watch
Google.
you.
Jeez.
Yeah, they are. They definitely are.
So yeah. So that was funny. Any random movie facts?
Yes.
Okay.
Let's start off with casting. Okay, so the film was originally supposed to be shot a few years earlier, but Spielberg decided to do AI instead. So
Ooh.
anyways, while he was doing that, I know, right? The script got reworked. The original version would have starred Kate Blanchett as Agatha, Matt Damon as Whitwer, that was Colin Farrell's character, Ian McKellen as Burgess, and Jenna Elfman as Laura Ardenton. I feel like that's the better movie.
Oh my god, that cast is. Oh my god,
It's the better movie.
Matt Damon at Colin Farrell's part alone would have been better. They could have kept everybody the same.
Hey, no, I just feel like this is the better cast and the better movie.
Wait, how old is Kate Blanchett? How is she going to play Agatha?
I don't know how she play every role. What do you mean how she gonna play Agatha?
Agatha's supposed to be a teen.
True.
Well, remember it was a whole different script. It wasn't like what we got. It was a completely, because this is like tied into that. This was originally going to be a sequel to Total Recall.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right.
Never seen Total Recall, so I don't know.
I haven't either.
Yeah.
Oh, I haven't seen Total Recall. It's about space or something, right?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah.
Is it?
I think it is about
They
space.
are not. They are not.
Oh.
Yeah, it was a completely different movie.
Okay. Well, then how is this a sequel? Oh, I don't even know.
I haven't seen Total Recall, but the thing is, so this was based off a short story by Philip K. Dick. And Total Recall is stupid name. Total Recall is another story.
I was trying to ignore it. I was really
His name's
trying
Phil.
to ignore it.
His name's Phil. Phil.
Phil Richard.
You guys are so childish.
I was trying to ignore it. I wasn't even gonna mention it.
It's his. You said his middle initial was A.
Hey, hey, like kangaroo.
Oh,
Okay.
okay. I was gonna say his name is Phil.
They set him up. They set him up from the day he was born.
Yeah.
Okay.
Total Recall is also a story by him, so that's how it could be a sequel to Total Recall, because he wrote stories.
Okay. I think it's better as not a sequel.
I think it's better as not a sequel, although I think that cast was 10 times better than the cast we got.
Yeah, dude. That would have been so much better.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it would have been dope.
Then he also had Meryl Streep was originally cast as Iris Hyman, the crazy plant lady. That was going to be Meryl Streep, but she had to back out for some reason.
That would have been better too.
It
Who
would
did
have
y'all
been
replace
better.
Meryl Streep with? Like,
I've seen her in things, but I don't know her name. Guess I should know her name, but I don't know it.
you can't go wrong with
Ooh.
Meryl Streep, man.
Can't go wrong with Meryl Streep.
Could have been in 101 Dalmatians, though.
Was that in 2002?
Oh, no. I'm just throwing it out there.
You just named one.
Was that the only movie you know that she's in?
Yep.
Oh, she's also in Devil Wears Prada.
When did Damages come out? Was Damages the same time? That was Meryl Streep, wasn't it?
Oh.
That was Glenn Close. I'm sorry. It was
Ooh.
Glenn Close, I
Mm.
think. My bad.
Oh, you know what? I think 101 Dalmatians was Glenn Close.
Yeah, that was definitely Glenn Close.
That was Glenn Close.
Oh my god.
Oh, man.
Bad
Is
Meryl
this a
Streep.
podcast
Sorry.
about movies or what? I don't.
Just
Yeah, man.
We
don't
should
listen to us.
probably.
I mean, no, listen to us, but don't. Damages was definitely Glenn
Listen
Close.
to us, but don't take us seriously.
Oh my god. Okay. Well,
I do like Meryl Streep, though. She's awesome. Just for some reason at the time, I can't think about what she's in.
now I'm just thinking of Glenn Close movies. Wasn't she in Guardians of the Galaxy?
Glenn Close, yes.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah.
She was the head of the Nova Corps.
Yeah. I'm about to look up what she was in 2002. Meryl Streep, I mean.
Okay.
Oh man, she should have did this. Why does she back out? She was in AI as some voice. I've never seen
Oh,
AI.
hey, hi again.
Yeah. So she was in something called The Hours. Sounds like a movie she'd be in. Never seen it. And something called Adaptation.
The Hours.
Yeah, that doesn't that sound like she probably won an Oscar for that? Sound like something she would win an Oscar for.
Possibly.
Probably.
I have no idea. But yeah, so yeah, we should have stayed with it. It'd have been less weird if she was in it.
Maybe take the kiss out.
Definitely, yeah, I was gonna say that was definitely weird. Kiss would have been weird either way, just because of the age difference or whatever.
Yeah, but she would have sold the
The lady
weirdness.
would have been, the weirdness would have tanked down a ton.
Wait,
That whole thing was just.
I thought Tom Cruise didn't kiss people in his movies.
Oh yeah, you do.
That's not true.
His
Eyes
wife
Wide Shut.
in Mission Impossible.
Yeah.
He kissed
Isn't-
he kissed in all those movies. He was kissing somebody.
Yeah.
All right, I don't know where I heard that
You
from.
thinking of someone completely different.
Oh, well then, never mind.
Okay. Well, that was my casting news. Now to movie news or movie random facts. The film takes place in 2054. We said that. The precogs are named after famous mystery writers. What are they?
Agatha Christie.
S. Eric, name the other one.
I have no idea.
I forget their
Arthur.
names.
You guys. Sir Arthur Conan Doyle, best known for his Sherlock series. Now, the other guy, I don't know who it is. Ashiel Hammett. I've never heard of his stories, but apparently he's famous. I've never heard of him, so I guess he's not famous. What?
Oh, I was gonna give a fact, but if you have,
Go ahead.
they remade or not remade it. They did a spin-off show way later, starring Megan Good.
Yeah, they should stop putting Megan Good and stuff.
I think it was
Minority
called
Report?
Minority Report.
Drag it up.
You would. Hey, sometimes they would have came up with a different fancy name.
Nope, not at all. Yeah, I'm sure that lasted about 3 episodes.
It lasted longer. It only one season though. I think it canceled within the first season, but I did watch it. It wasn't bad. I
Don't
like it.
remember it at all.
I'm not a huge fan of it.
Yeah, it was
Weird
alright.
how she like randomly. Y'all watched The Prodigal Son? She like randomly showed up and you thought she was gonna be a thing, but then she's not.
She was in there.
It's like some random FBI agent, and then you thought like, oh, gonna like make more appearances. She doesn't. She's in like 1 episode at the end. I was like, this is stupid.
I only seen like 4 episodes of The Prodigal Son. I gotta watch that.
Oh, you should catch up. It's good.
Oh yeah, I love the show.
You only watched 4 episodes.
No, because I've been watching other stuff.
Okay. Was that your only fact there? Because I have more. Did we lose Darren? Okay.
Yeah, all right, we lost Darren. Go ahead.
Okay.
You don't need him.
Next fact I had was that Tom Cruise and Steven Spielberg actually waived their usual salary in order to keep the budget under $100 million. They instead took 15% of the gross. I'm not sure. Hey, you know how much money this movie made?
How much?
I'm asking you. You usually do the lookup.
I usually do the money.
Oh, well, whatever.
I didn't do it
This is
this
a
time.
very unusual. This is an unusual time.
Right. Ugh. Worthless. Anyway, so instead of getting paid their usual, they took 15% of the gross, which might be good. I guess this movie made a lot of money. I'm not really sure.
How much did it make?
This is Tom Cruise.
You don't know. Derek didn't look it up.
Derek.
That's what I said.
I didn't think that was going to be needed this time.
It was a huge movie. What are you talking about?
Right. It's kind of what you do.
Budget was 102 million. It made 358.4.
I would
Oh,
say
so
it made some money.
Yeah.
And in 2002,
so-
that's pretty
Yeah,
good.
that's pretty good.
Oh. I'm not sure what their regular pay is, but 50% of that seems pretty cool. And then, okay, so this was kind of interesting. This was the first movie ever to have saying this all wrong. I apologize. This is the first movie ever where their production design was completely done digitally. Like all their storyboards and all that was 100% digital. I thought was interesting because you thought they did that before 2002, but I guess not.
No, you know what? No, a lot of stuff was still like pen and paper back then.
Yeah. So I don't know. I found that pretty interesting. It was like Wave of the Future started then. And then, so I guess this is a thought for you guys. There's been a lot of talk on the internet on whether or not the ending actually happened or if it was a dream state by Tom Cruise.
I'm gonna say it actually happened. This movie had no dream state anything in the entire movie. Why are all of a sudden we're throwing in this is his dream while he was in lockup?
Remember, he gets arrested after Leo Crow gets shot. They don't show him get out of the potty things they put them in. Right? He gets in, he got the halo on his head. The guy that operates the machine says that basically you're like dream for a long time or whatever the heck he says. Right? They don't show him get out. Next thing you know, he's calling Lamar, basically saying, I know what you did, blah, blah, blah. Then at the end, everyone's happy. The twins are happy. Agatha is happy. He's back with his wife. He's having another kid. So theory on the internet is saying that the ending wasn't real, that this was just a dream he was having while he's locked away for murder.
Interesting.
That's the internet theory. I think it really happened. They just didn't. They just skipped the part about him, getting out of prison.
Okay.
But, I don't know. Darren says interesting, so I guess he has no opinion one way or the other.
Alrighty.
I'm with Darren on this one.
Yeah, I'm gonna say it really happened.
I think it really happened too. I don't think it was a dream by him. Honestly, I didn't even think about it until the internet started bringing up questions. So I was like, oh, could it have been a dream? I guess, but I don't think that was the intent of it.
That's a horrible ending if it was a dream.
What? It means he lost. The good guy doesn't always win.
But he got framed for murder and now he's in prison forever.
Oh.
Nice. That makes me feel happy.
Happens nowadays too.
Yeah, it does. Yeah. That's true.
Oh, I mean, I think it really happened. I think people in the internet is like looking for conspiracies where there are none.
Well, if we're taking the TV show as canon, then it really happened.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Because pre-crime is still shut down in the TV show. It's just one of the precogs, Dash, wants to help stop crime. So he partners up with Megan Good. And they're doing it the right way. Their premise is to stop someone from committing murder rather than...
arresting them.
Yeah.
Oh, well then there you go. The TV show rules, so really happened and it's not a dream.
Yep. Cool.
That was my last little bit of facts.
Cool. Any quotes? I have no quotes from this movie. There was nothing memorable. I don't.
It was not memorable. I guess the quote was "everybody runs," but that's not special. But they said it a lot.
That was one of the quotes I paid attention to.
Everybody
They said
runs?
it like 8 times.
Well, no, when they
was
trying to catch him, he was like, "John, don't run." He was like, "You don't have to chase me. You don't have to run. Everybody runs."
He said everybody runs like 3 times in one sentence at one point, and I'm like, please don't.
Yeah, he just kept repeating.
Yeah.
Well, everybody does run.
Like catch him, and then he was trying to like Mirandize him or something, and then he's like, "I go to sleep." Something like that. He was like, "I go to sleep."
Here's the thing.
Like,
I'm like, why are they sitting here telling this dude not to run when you catch him, you're going to put him to sleep for... He doesn't get a trial or anything.
You're right. Yeah.
Right.
So, like, maybe if he had a...
But they still didn't want to.
Yeah.
That's stupid. Because like you said, there's no trial, no nothing, no jury. Did they just rewrite the Constitution? Can we talk about this?
It's a movie.
I guess that's what they're saying.
Okay.
Yeah, because I'm
I feel
just...
like there's a lot of illegal things going on in this movie.
Yeah, I'm like, who's not going to run? Who's not going to run if you're just going to put me away?
Then the other quote about when he rolled the ball and he was like, "Why did you catch it?" It was like, "Because it was going to fall." And he was like, "You certain?" Like, "Yeah, it didn't fall. and you caught it. The fact that you prevented it from happening doesn't change the fact that it was going to happen.
That was how they were justifying what they were doing.
Yeah, I think a ball rolling on a table is a bit different than someone committing murder. Just saying.
Right. Yeah. I don't know.
You never know. Maybe it wouldn't have fell. Would have all of a sudden it hit
stopped.
something and stopped at the edge. I don't. Yeah. Exactly.
No.
There's always there's a chance you can throw a ball through a wall, so it could have stopped.
There was also one part that threw me off. Looking it up, it was an error. When he was running, and it said that, I was afraid for my life because he was going to rape me. In the beginning, the movie, they said that they do not perceive that. They only perceive murders. It was like only way that would have hurt was that the guy had to been planning on murdering her after he raped her.
Wait, what part was this?
I don't remember the part.
He was running, and he picked up whatever the drugs that he was using.
Mm-hmm.
And in the background on the billboard, it was a precog commercial or ad. The lady on the ad was like, I was fearful for my life because he was going to rape me. And, basically was saying like they come to prevent stuff like this happening. It was just like, well, it wouldn't have happened because they do not perceive the crimes except for murder.
Well, the guy was going to murder her.
The only way that was going to work, he had to planning to murder her after he raped her.
They only see murders? I don't remember that.
No, they said that at the beginning.
Only murders?
They only see murder.
They said that in the beginning. Yes, but it was like, that was an error.
Not really, because how far fetched is it that he planned to murder her afterwards? Like,
that's definitely a thing.
I feel like it's
most
fine.
Serial rapists do not end up murdering their victims, though.
Is that true?
That's cool.
I don't know. Where'd you get this information?
Rapists have you interviewed? I feel like they do. Like, I watch Mindhunters. They murder their victims.
I think it's fine. What was I going to say? I don't remember what I was going to say after Derek's little thing.
I thought that was an interesting... Whatever, fine.
I don't think that's too far-fetched, though. I don't think that was a mistake.
No, where'd you find out it was a mistake?
The what?
Where'd you find it was a mistake?
I was questioning it because all she said was that it was going to rape me.
Oh, okay. Well,
and I'm like, in the beginning of the movie, it said, because he asked, like, so it's all crime? And then he was like, no, it's not rape, it's not suicide, and it was something else.
Yeah, it's just murder.
Yeah, it's just murder. Well, I just thought it was interesting that in that ad, that's what she said. It was like, he was going to rape me. Nothing about he was going to kill me, or I was fearful for my life.
Well,
or it could just be a commercial to get people to buy into it. You know what I mean? It's just saying, commercials lie all the time.
And they could still get away with it because it's like, well, there's nothing saying he wasn't going to murder her, so,
It's like, I don't like that. Whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, like...
It don't make sense to me. It doesn't solid to debate that.
Yeah. Yeah, but this is why you don't have pre-crime. Okay? That's... Whoever... I know there's someone out there that wants to create something like this. It's a bad idea. That's why they keep making it the bad guys in movies. You can't do it. You can't do it. So, yeah, that's the Minority Report, I guess. Let's rate it, guys.
I'm gonna say do while folding clothes.
Okay.
So you can't unless you haven't seen it before.
Okay.
Because I feel like you have to pay attention to what's going on.
Definitely have to pay attention, or you're gonna miss thing.
Yeah.
I feel like it is a do while folding clothes movie.
Okay. Dan? Is Dan there?
Lost Dan.
What happened to Dan?
I think we lost Dan.
Okay, Derek, what's your rating?
We'll say do it while folding clothes.
Okay.
But my same reasoning is same as D, because additionally watching it and doing anything else, you're going to miss out. And it was interesting enough to keep my attention to want to continue watching it. And get to a point where I was just like, oh, how much longer is this movie?
Yeah.
Bad.
Yeah, it definitely kept my attention. So, yeah, I was kind of on the same page with you guys. I wanted to rate it Do While Folding Clothes, but then I was like, no, you can't. But our next highest rating is I'd pay for that. And then I was like, would I? And I was thinking, I was like, not really, no.
No, not now.
Yeah.
When it first came out, maybe, but now seeing it now, I'm glad it was on Netflix. There's no other way I was gonna watch.
Yeah. So I guess I'm gonna say we have a flaw in our rating system. First time we saw a flaw.
Yeah, it's still a Do While Folding Clothes. I mean, if you want to give it a number, I would give it a 6 or a 7, 6.5 maybe.
Yeah,
I give it a 6.5.
I'm just gonna say Do While Folding Clothes and leave it up to either you're not gonna catch key points to the movie or your clothes are gonna be messed up. I don't know.
You never finish your laundry.
Yeah, so that's gonna be our rating. With that being said, that's our thoughts on Minority Report. Have you seen it? What did you think about it? Why don't you let us know by contacting us on Facebook. It's facebook.com/3D Rivals. You can reach out to us on Twitter as well. That is at 3_rivals on Twitter, and Gmail, 3drivals@gmail.com. Other than that, thank you so much for listening, guys. Peace out.
Oh.